Okay, so here's the deal. So my brother just got a new wheel. I'm just coming home with my little MCM5, and he parked it at my place. He just got a new wheel. So let's see this monstrosity wheel. Holy, okay, so this is my regular one, the minor upgrade. And this, my friends, is the EX30. Holy moly, he needs to cover that. Look at this exposed area. This is a 20-inch wheel. Mine is a 16. What up, guys? This is Connor Artistic, back with another wheel. And for the laymen that don't know, this is called the EUC, which is electric unicycle. This particular one is the EX30. Now, I mentioned this for the people that are into these rides. And the specs on this bad boy is over 100 pounds. I think it's about 120, but I didn't really weigh it. And on the spec sheet, one of the spec sheets shows that the maximum speed is 55 miles an hour. Take that with a grain of salt. Maybe you may deduct 5 or 10 miles an hour. And it's a 20-inch wheel. So why the heck am I making videos about riding on an electric unicycle? Well, the fact of the matter is there are plenty of other channels out there that give detailed reviews, or where the people in those channels have so much skill, it's very entertaining to watch them. Well, I'm not trying to compare myself to any of them. I just enjoy the ride, and it didn't start off that way. After the pandemic, during those times, not much people were in the streets, and I was in a construction site. And in order for me to go from the office to the construction site, I would have to walk. Sometimes it would be a little bit of a distance. So the electric scooters were quite a fun toy and also functional. It helped me get around. We got into these toys. We kept upgrading. It was me and my brother. And so at one point, we got a chance to try one of these unicycles. He just took the chance and bought one and started practicing on it. And eventually, when he got good, he gave it to me, and I started practicing on my own. And mind you, I was terrified to practice and go on these unicycles, but at the same time, I really wanted to because they were so cool. So I had to pace myself, and eventually I learned. And the people that ride unicycles will tell you, and they will understand. Once it clicks, man, it's euphoria. It's therapeutic, because the difference between any other vehicle and a unicycle is that there is no handle for you to hold. So you're like totally relying on balance and subtle leaning and tilts. But once you get it and once it clicks, then it becomes an extension of you. It becomes like just like standing. That's it. People say, oh, you need to have a strong core or legs to maneuver. No, you just need to know how to stand. It'll help if you know how to ride a bike. But also another thing is that you feel like you're part of an elite club. So the people that do ride many of them will tell you they don't want to really kind of advertise it to the people that can't. But if you just find yourself, because we don't want this to be like the norm. But once you actually take one for yourself, I don't know. There's no going back. At least for me, it basically feels like you're flying. Now back to this unboxing. Not really unboxing. A little bit of my hot takes on this new EX30, which is from Begode. It is bottom heavy, not like my T4, which is top heavy. So what that means is I don't have to work too hard to nudge it to go certain ways, to make a turn or whatnot. It is still feels new, so any heavy wheel for me, like any wheel that's over 80 pounds or 100 pounds, I still am not 100% yet. If you see me on my little tiny MCM5, you think I'm like the professional, like I'm crazy because it's so light and easy. But these heavy wheels, they're not the same. The light is inside, like it's recessed a little bit, so the full potential of the light is not experienced, but it's bright enough. The shocks are good for street bumps. Not really an off-road wheel. It's more of a speed cruise wheel. But yeah, this is the EX30 by Begode. I took the time out to ride in this cold ass weather. I didn't really know. I was warm enough, but holding this freaking selfie stick, yeah, could have caught frostbite. So really a nice leisure quick ride in the park. But yeah, this was cool.